Let's make a meatloaf in a muffin pan, topped with some mashed potatoes. But there'll be a shortcut and it'll be simple, but delicious. This is in the Collard Valley Cooks cookbook. This is the third cookbook. This is Mama's. Now I'm going to use this base recipe, but I'm going to add onion and green pepper. This has onion soup. I'll use that too. Just so you know. I am going to add a little bit of onion, even though I'm using the onion soup, because I've got a Vidalia and I just want some extra onion in it. And I'm going to add a little bell pepper too. And I might even add a little bit of ketchup that would normally be in this. So I might throw some extras in, but the base recipe, which is beautifully and good like it is, I just want the veggies, is in that cookbook. Now I'm going to do a little bit of bell pepper. Probably won't use all this. I don't know. We'll see when I get out and see how much meat I got. I think there's a couple of pounds, I think. And I'm going to chop that up a little bit smaller, y'all. That way, nobody's getting a big chunk. It's not, so I'm not going to saute it or nothing first for this. For most of the recipes, this one is a 1.5 pound. This is a little over 2.2. So I'll go right in here-ish, which is probably a little bit much, but that's all right. They love meatloaf. And I got to tell you, I'm going to do it in a muffin tin, which is way different from me. I normally use a meatloaf pan that has a bottom that catches all the grease. That's really cool. I'm sure, I don't know if that'll be on Prime tomorrow, but y'all should probably look. Tammy's doing a big thing, and if you shop through her links, I think you get a chance to win some really big gift cards, I think. I can't do all that for y'all. But I can tell you about it and you can go check it out. So we're going to do this. And like I said, I'm going to do this out of the Collard Valley Cooks cookbook. If you see me I'll tell you if I'm adding something extra besides Mama's recipe. So I think there's like a couple of things is all. All right, we're going to do 2 eggs. 2 eggs. Add our, now this is extra. I'm adding the bell pepper and the onion. You don't even have to do that. Then we'll add our onion mix. This is the recipe. We'll add our Worcestershire sauce. Recipe's 5 to 6 shakes. I'm gonna go a little more. I like a lot of spice. And this is extra. I'm gonna add a little bit of Dijon mustard. About a tablespoon. Yes. And I normally don't do this because that's the very end of that one. I'm just gonna put it in here. It's about a tablespoon of that, and that's extra. You would normally just have the Worcestershire sauce, the onion soup mix, the eggs, salt, pepper, and we'll do a little bit of garlic powder. Then I'll do the garlic powder. I just salt and pepper. Let's get this mixed up. Do it, and then I'll add my saltines. I know some people do breadcrumbs, and sometimes I do. But Mama always uses crackers, and I like the flavor of the crackers. Now it's pretty big eggs, so the recipe is a half a package. We'll see when I get the. Let me wipe my hands off. Crush my crackers. Okay. Now let's add wash my hands. And I'm going to add, that's pretty much 3/4 of it. Let's just see where we are after that. Alexa, volume down 2 times. I think I'm going to end up doing them all in this. Especially too because this will be in those. Maybe I wouldn't in my little muffin, not muffin pan, meatloaf pan with a tray, and my grease would be able to drain underneath. But they won't in this because it will be in a cupcake muffin pan. So I'm going to add that extra cracker, and that'll help take care of some of that fat. You know? I don't know what it is with Alexa. She gets in the habit of playing me the same stuff over and over. Okay, a couple of things we're going to do next. I'm going to spray this. I know it's already, I'm going to spray it. And then we're going to take these and mix them up. Now, you can use plain. You can use whatever flavor you want to. You can do homemade if that's what you want to do. I didn't want to do homemade tonight. I can do homemade. I've made them before if y'all want to go back and hunt videos for that. You can do this, but that's what I made for this. I'm using these. These are 2 cups of boiling water, simple as pie. Stir them up. Hot. Get some with to do that with. A lot of times I'll turn around because they'll get thick and put a little milk in them too. Most of the time I end up doing that. Depending on how they turn out. So go a little further. And they'll continue to get a little drier. So let me get me a little bit of milk and add to it. Nice cold milk. But it'll be good. And then we're going to put a little bit of butter in them. Butter. One more piece. And we'll mix that up. See how they got real? Make them go a lot farther. And probably add even a little more milk. I'll let the butter start to melt first. I did add even more milk. Go a little creamier, go a little further. Not sure how many this is going to make. And then we're going to start packing some muffin tins. Just like that. Just like so. When I get them packed, I'll be back. Yeah, y'all know I was telling you, you could go, like if you're going to shop Amazon Prime, that I couldn't do that for y'all, but I could tell you about Tammy's. I said, me kind of sucks to be me, because I could tell y'all where to go to do hers, and you can go over there and do it. And I think there's a chance to win 2 $500 gift cards, if I'm not mistaken. But I can't even, we being family, you can't sign up for that. Don't that stink? I think it stinks. And plus, I work for her. Nothing to do with Amazon, but I ship the books. And I should probably say Collar Valley Cooks instead of just Tammy, in case there's people watching that don't watch Collar Valley Cooks. She is my sister, if you don't know. Well, you need 2 muffin trays, or you're gonna end up doing 2 batches. I'll just throw the rest of it right here. This is the pan I was talking about. It's over there on the website, Color Valley Cooks, that I would normally use for a meatloaf. I don't know if this will go across the bottom. Maybe not. I'll have to keep my eye on this. It'll be super fast. I'll have a thin piece of, they can use this for a sandwich tomorrow. 2 square. I'm feeding that out a little bit. Two square sandwich patties I can make out of that. We'll set this aside. And for the rest of them, let me get a spoon. We are going to chop them just like that. Some potatoes. Yeah, this would be good with homemade ones. It sure would. I was just in kind of lazy mood, didn't want to do that today. I might do a craft later. I've actually got 2 things I want to do. I got some flowers for Mama I want to do, and I've got a wreath, a couple of them that I need to put together. Lord, maybe I'm going to need both packs if I'm going to pile this on big, like I was planning on it. Okay, I'll be back. I'm going to finish these, and I have to make the other pack to finish up. Let me see if y'all can tell the difference in this. This is instant mashed potatoes, and I was about to run out, so I just got some out of a box. There's plain ones, and I don't have butter or milk added to them, you know. Can y'all see the difference in what they look like? You sure can in person, but I'm not going to do all that to these. It's just these 3 over here. This is just the way they'd be if you made them, you know, out of the package of the box with water. This is but I always add milk and butter, and then they look so much more creamier and like they're homemade almost. I'll show you close. Alexa, volume down 1. She just gets louder and louder. But that's alright, that's a good song. It's called Rattle. One of my favorites. My God, save him and deliver me and restore anything that he wants to. Amen. Now let's check this out. See if I can tell the difference. If I put it up close, I like to say that row is just water, and that row right there has the milk and butter. There's a huge difference if you're in person. I don't know if it shows up on camera, but anyway, these are going in a 375-degree oven. And normally I would say 40 minutes in a meatloaf pan, but I think this might move faster, so I'll let you know when they come out. I'm going to open a couple of cans of these to eat with that. I'll probably get in trouble, but I'm going to leave it. Y'all, look up this song. This reminds me of my mama. And it's true. I had that kind of mama. Okay, y'all, I didn't mean to break it on in boo-hoo, but sometimes that happens. Find that song and listen to it. It's almost like what my brother preached about yesterday, about talking to Jesus. It was the mama part that got to me. They are done. In fact, I've had them on 375 on my oven. I would do 350. And then it would be like 30 minutes, 25, 30 minutes. We'll get one out. I'm going to fix a little bit on a plate. We'll get one out and I can upload it. Let's go ahead and try to do that. I don't know how much they shrink up. We're about to find out. Whew. I'll get a couple of them out. The one on the end. So you can probably see, if you want to use more or less potato on top. I don't know if you can see that or not from that angle. Let me scoot you up. Kind of hard to, isn't it? Kind of hard to. Hold on. Here's our meatloaf potatoes and lima beans. I'll take a bite off of one of these. That way I can save that plate for a picture. They are hot. Y'all didn't bother to get too ready yet. I didn't mean to boo on my video. It's just the way grief is sometimes, isn't it? Ooh, it's so hot. That's good meatloaf. And that's yummy with those potatoes on it. And everything together all at once. I'll hold them up here again. I'll make you some meatloaf muffins and lima beans. You can get that basic recipe there in the recipe, which is good. Mama's Meatloaf, and it's in the volume 3 Colored Valley cookbook. All I did was add a little bit extra. I added some Dijon. Oh, and I added onion and pepper. But everything else is the same. Exactly the same. Not